Guys, I'm bad at YouTube, so I don't know if this is something you want, but I'm gonna take you behind the scenes for my for-release dubstep video. The issue I had with making this video is I don't really like dubstep. I was into techno big time back in like the early 2000s when I was in high school. I know, I'm old. So me and my friends were so into like ATB and Ferry Corsten and trance, and we're like, man, why don't people in America like techno? And then in like 2009, 2010, whenever it was, dubstep comes onto the scene, and I'm like, this is the worst thing I've ever heard. It's like, it's literally terrible. But that was the genre that Americans as a whole were like, I dig this. You know, I'm sick of hearing so many melodies and emotion in my music. This dubstep stuff, this is primo. This is where it's at. Okay, I'm being pretty heavy-handed. I'm trashing on dubstep pretty hard. I do like where it's evolved to. I like how we've layered the melodies back in. So guys like Illenium, Seven Lions, so freaking good. So when I was going to make this video, I felt a little bit like an outsider. Like, how do I do this dubstep thing? And it took me about a week to make the track, but I feel like I pulled it off. At least enough to, you know, make this silly video and get the idea across. So the first thing I want to show you is that it's like a minefield. You know, just even trying to make it back to my camera or make it back to an outlet to plug something in, it's so hard to just even find room to walk. But the other thing I want to show you is just how many lights I had plugged in. Because the whole time I was like, dang, this be a lot of lights. So we've got this one behind me, got the lights on the keytar, we've got my floodlight, we've got the overhead rope lights that illuminate the room so that there's enough light to see. So what are we at? We're at 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we've got my disco light. Oh, is this not plugged in? There we go, there's my disco light, check that out. That is so snazzy. So what are we at? We're at like 6 lights. Oh yeah, also, you cannot play Beethoven without tag-alongs. It is imperative that you have Girl Scout cookies when you're playing classical music. Here's the keyboard that I was doing the drums for. Obviously those sound kind of crappy. So I just used the ones in Reason. But then there's my piano right here, nice and weighted. Is this even on? It's not on. But the keys are weighted so it feels like an actual piano. And then we've got the keytar, the star of the video. And this actually isn't mine, this is my friend Brandon's, so shout out to Brandon. Thank you for letting me borrow this bad boy. And you might have noticed me doing some like dubstep stuff. What you could do if I wasn't lazy, you've got something called a D-beam here. Hold on, let me focus. And what you can do is set it to like a certain filter on your synth, and then you can use this to like trigger that filter. So if I wasn't lazy, I would have actually done that, but I already made the track on my computer, so I just synced it to video. Thanks for watching. As always, please subscribe to the channel, drop any questions below, and I'll see you next time.